Blood and Bones Trip. Blood Fury MC Book 1. Written by Jeanne St. James. Narrated by J.F. Harding and Ava Lucas.
Be the leader who will carry another's chains that they can't carry themselves. Robert Kelly. Trip. Prologue. Turn the key. Trip stood in the middle of the deserted building, shaking his head, wondering if it was worth the fucking hassle to start the club back up, to reclaim its territory. But what other fucking choice did he have? He'd already had it set in his mind, not only to do it, but to do it right this time. He wouldn't let his father's club, which died a violent death, just remain a memory, and a bad one at that. But now that he had done his time in the Marines, done his time in prison, he needed something. Because he had nothing. Except his granddaddy's rundown farm, a barn full of farm equipment he had no clue how to use and didn't want to, and the abandoned warehouse he was currently standing in on the outskirts of town. While he was in prison, his lawyer had shown up and read him his granddaddy's will. Yeah, he got everything. Sig got nothing. Trip was sure his brother wasn't happy about that, if he even knew. But most likely Granddaddy had made up the will when Trip was still doing time in the service and not doing it behind bars. Unlike Sig, who had been in and out of county jail or the state pen, off and on since he turned 18. But now here he stood, in an empty building, feeling fucking overwhelmed. But still, it was something. And something was better than nothing. He also had new ink on his back, and an old cut in his hand. The leather was worn, the rockers and patches on it dirty. All except one. One rectangular patch on the front had been torn off by his own fingers after using the point of his buck knife to loosen the threads. The patch that used to say Buck was now replaced with one that said Trip. But above it, the patch that had deemed Buck as president remained. That now belonged to Trip. He'd also used that same knife to remove the 1% diamond patch off the back. He wouldn't need that one anymore. The club used to be outlaw, but Trip was determined to keep it above board, for the most part. He'd spent many a night down in Shadow Valley talking with the members of the Dirty Angels MC, soaking up everything their prez named Z told him, learning how to rebuild Blood Fury stronger than ever, how to keep the money flowing into the club's coffers. One way to do that was to keep the members out of prison and, even better, keep them breathing. Dead or incarcerated.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?